We are back with more What's Now and continuing to discuss your health. And what about colon cancer? Well, I interviewed two individuals recently all about colon cancer, new research, screening, and more. But it especially was concerning as if you're younger, you may need to think about colon cancer and screenings earlier than you may have thought. Here's more.
Colon cancer is on the rise in people under 50. However, according to a new Harris poll, 73% of 45 to 49-year-old adults surveyed believe they're at no risk or very low risk for colon cancer. Colon cancer is one of the most commonly occurring cancers in both men and women in the U.S., and screenings may actually prevent or catch the disease before it becomes too serious. Joining us today to help us learn more about these rising rates and available screening options are two people with a personal connection to colon cancer. We want to welcome Dr. Angela Nicholas and colon cancer survivor and screening advocate Scott. So grateful they're both with us today. Doctor, let's start with you. What did the majority of young adults in their 40s know when it comes to their risk for colon cancer, and what's the reality?
Well, despite the rising rate of colon cancer in the United States, most Americans don't recognize that they are probably at least average risk for getting colon cancer. 2/3 of women don't recognize that they have a risk. Most Hispanic adults do not recognize they need to get screened on a regular and ongoing basis. So it's a real problem in the United States. You need to be screened for colorectal cancer if you are age 45 or older and you have a colon.
Oh, Dr. Nicholas, though the incidence rate of colon cancer is rising in young adults, why do screening levels remain so low?
Well, again, I think most people don't recognize that they are at average risk. They believe that they're at low risk or no risk for getting colon cancer, especially at age 45. The other thing is that you may be at higher risk of getting colon cancer if you have a personal family history of cancer, colorectal cancer, or polyps, or if you have other illnesses such as inflammatory bowel disease. In that case, you need to see your doctor because you may be at high risk for getting colorectal cancer and should be screened earlier than age 45. In addition, we used to talk about colorectal cancer screening at age 50. But a couple of years ago, the data became overwhelmingly obvious that the age of diagnosis was shifting earlier and earlier. So the American Cancer Society, along with the United States Preventive Services Task Force, got together and moved that screening age from age 50 to age 45. So we really need to get the word out that the colon cancer screening age is now age 45 and not age 50 as it was previously.
Scott, tell us about your diagnosis and why you decided to get screened for colon cancer.
Well, I've always made health and fitness a priority and don't have any risk factors or family history. So when my doctor brought it up, I was a bit hesitant. He offered the Cologuard test as something I could do at home that was non-invasive. So he sent me one in the mail. I did the test, sent it back, and it came back positive. I then went in for a full colonoscopy, and they found a tennis ball-sized tumor in my colon. It had to be removed along with some lymph nodes and surrounding tissue, but I'm super happy to report that here I am a year later, cancer-free.
Oh, that's really an alarming, but a story with a good result that really makes everyone who's younger definitely think about this. So, doctor, tell us about your personal connection to this issue and how does it affect you in your professional life?
So my husband, John, was diagnosed at age 45 with stage 4 colorectal cancer, and he died when he was 50. It was really his personal mission to make sure that everybody knew the age that they should get screened. And so he's passed the torch along to me. And now I'm here today to talk about colorectal cancer screening and awareness. Most importantly, every medical professional needs to talk with their patients about screening. And if they don't, when you're sitting in the doctor's office, make sure you bring it up to find out what your risk is, and then make a plan for getting your colorectal cancer screening completed.
Scott, given that colon cancer is the third most commonly occurring cancer in either men or women, what advice do you have for our viewers on steps that they can take today?
I think the most important thing is to realize that the cancer doesn't wait and you may not have symptoms. So if you're 45 or if you have risk factors, talk to your healthcare professional, talk to your doctor, or go over to Cologuard.com and find out about screening and get screened early. Everyone's experience will be different, but generally, the earlier you catch it, the better your treatment options are. So I really want to thank you for helping us to raise awareness about screening today also.
Thank you, both of you, Dr. Nicholas and Scott, for joining us today about this important information about colorectal cancer screening at a younger age than people may have previously thought. I appreciate your time.
Thanks so much for having us.